slice, glue, paint, enjoy.
Good day to you all, it's Cragum here, and this is a review of one of Games Workshop's getting started with the Warhammer Age of Sigmar range. Now, this magazine, slash book, slash guide, slash whatever you want it to be, is a fantastic little introduction to anybody who is probably wanting to get into the Age of Sigmar range. Now, I picked this up because it was only cheap. I think it was like £4, something like that. £7, can't remember exactly. But it came with a free Sigmarine on the front again. So one of the Stormcast Eternals, as you can see, with a free Stormcast Eternal. Ooh, it's one of the basic ones that we got from White Dwarf a long time ago, but who cares? It's free shit from Games Workshop. That's what we want. So as you can see, it's a beautiful full colour. I'll get that lined up. A beautiful full colour magazine. Contents include the Age of Sigmar, collecting the miniatures, battle report, which is great, Grand Alliance, the Grade Rivals, Heavy Metal Showcase, collections, painting the miniatures, playing the games, painting guides, what everybody needs. So it's great. It's got some really nice artwork in, some really nice shots of the battles. So we've all seen it, say, like the kind of the different books and different issues of White Dwarf, but yeah, the art is brilliant. So it tells you about kind of how Age of Sigmar came to be, and great again little illustrations. Look at the battles fought. Again, I'll keep this very short because I don't want to go too much into it because I want you guys to get it yourself. But yeah, so you can see that it shows how each of the realms battled each other. So it wasn't just good versus bad; it was bad versus bad. It was that tram honking. It was bad versus dwarf. You know, it's cool. Like, there's a really good little kind of like visual guide of timeline of what happened and who happened, and then it gets on to collecting miniatures. So I don't know if you can see there, a lovely Nurgle army. I don't know what they'd be called now, Rotter's Court or something like that. But yeah, so it's great. So you can see like all the different kind of things. So it covers a battle report as well, which is always nice. I really love a good battle report. Some nice kind of shots of it, kind of a couple shots, kind of a couple big close-ups there of what happens. Everybody loves a bit of a battle report. That's what I always like to see, is battle reports. It's what the game's about, so the whole thing's about, really. So it's nice to have something to kind of read through, but I won't show you who won. You might have seen a glimpse of. We do get a little bit of advertising in this, obviously, given it's their own products. So then we get kind of who there is. So there's the Order, the Chaos, the Death, the Destruction. That's all the four armies of what you can collect. Then buy our book, buy our book, buy our book, buy our book. But who's not going to buy a book? Because it's great. Then a little bit about the rivalry of obviously the big set where you can get, which is then amazingly advertised with the add to your forces or make a new force using these kits, which if I'm correct, have previously videoed. I don't know if the videos, I can't remember. But yeah, so I can't remember. There's a bit of shine annoyingly on the light there. Sorry. Alright, let's see if we can get there. Yeah, that's better. I'll keep a whole thumb like this now. So yeah, so you can obviously, it shows you how to increase your Stormcast Eternals. Then the Chaos side, obviously we've got the same with the Chaos. Then we have the kind of added on for Khorne, so the two main armies who fight. Then it shows you who else there is, who are the unimportant armies, what people still love to talk about. Funnily enough, these guys are very popular now. I don't know why. Look at them little creepy craps. And then a nice little shot of Heavy Metal's kind of range of stuff from different various sets for Age of Sigmar. It's a great magazine slash booklet. I don't know what it is, but it's great if you're wanting to learn about Age of Sigmar, and if you think that maybe this might be for you. This is a great guide to do it, because they don't really have, apart from the General's Handbook, there's not really a book like there was in 7th edition 40k. So this is great to have this to look and read and understand armies and all the poster boys of each of the armies. So has a little bit about painting the miniatures as well. Like some really nice little, like, it's a good book. It's a good book to kind of, even if you're not looking at Sigmar, it's got some great tips on here as well, like some painting techniques, armor. Then there's also this kind of like, if you're a bit of a beginner, a noob or anything like that for painting and you're wanting to learn, great, because it tells you the brushes, what they do, how you different textures, how you go about undercoating. Myself, it's just with it. Yeah, and then obviously base coating, shading. Everybody loves a good shade, over excess shade to the end. And then like it shows you dry brushing, layering, so it covers everything. It really does cover everything, including glazing, basing, and nice little one of technical paint. So how to use the technical paints, which is quite nice because I like using these. Blood for the Blood God, as you probably know me if you've ever seen some of my stuff on Instagram or Facebook. I am like, literally, you dip the model in it, sod painting the under model. I will just Blood for the Blood God on the whole thing. But yeah, so it's kind of like quite nice really to have these kind of things. Like I say again, selling the products, going to, given. Playing the game, it then gives you the kind of the rules on how to play the game. So again, the rules are free, so it doesn't hurt them to give it you in a magazine like this, because you can play a game yourself. If you've got models, I've got tons of the fantasy range models, and I never use them, so now I should really be able to use them because I have this to play with. And it's nice to have it in a bit of a handy guidebook guidebook kind of situation, because I can always reference all the different things. There's obviously the General's Handbook, which was previously released. I know this is a bit of a late review, but I think it's nice to show people what there is out there, because some people, they don't get to go to the stores. They order online and they don't get to see what's in it before you get it. So it's nice to be able to show you guys obviously what there is out there in the way of the kind of the Games Workshop world. Lots of kind of how to paint in here. I'm sorry, I skipped away. Yeah. So basically, if you got the big box set for Age of Sigmar, this is your way of going about learning how to paint them all. But yeah, it cuts very abruptly there, and that's it. But it's a really good magazine, or slash book, slash guidebook, slash whatever you want to call it. But it's perfect for what you need to do if you're a beginner. I can't remember how much it was retailed at because the price was on the front and the top. I think it was like £4. Yeah, absolutely worth a buy, just because you get a little Sigmarine kind of down here, like Stormcast Eternal. He's currently already been made. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you're looking at getting into Age of Sigmar, this is a great way to start learning about it before you start spending your money on models. So yeah, go forth and buy this magazine and read it, or just take my advice and go buy anything. Perfect. This has been Cragum. I hope you enjoyed the video. Click like, click subscribe, click comment if you have a comment to make. Anything is appreciated. Always love feedback, always love a bit of comments, chat too. This has been Cragum saying he's out. Wow.